The 9-hole peg test is an assessment for finger dexterity or fine motor coordination and upper extremity function. The assessment does not have specific instructions for the environment, but the test is usually completed sitting in close proximity to the client. The client is seated in a chair, completing the assessment at tabletop level. A quiet environment with minimal distractions would be best to decrease the likelihood of interference with the assessment. The supplies utilized for this assessment are the pegboard with 9 pegs and 9 corresponding holes, a stopwatch, a cell phone stopwatch was utilized in this video, a score sheet to record the results, and the norms chart to compare the results of the client for his or her gender and age range. Mathiowetz suggests having a mechanism to decrease slippage, such as self-adhesive bathtub appliques. In this session, a piece of Dyson was utilized underneath the pegboard to decrease slippage. Verbal instructions are listed out and therefore are read during this video of the assessment. The client is given a practice run on each hand to establish familiarity and to open communication for any questions the client may have prior to actual testing. The instructions state that the pegboard should be in front of the client with the container holding the pegs on the side being tested. The instructions also state that the stopwatch should be started when the client touches the first peg and should be stopped when the client places the last peg in the container. The client in this video is named Linda. She is a 65-year-old female who wears glasses at all times. She has arthritis in both hands, but states that it does not interfere with her daily routine. She has been married for 41 years. She is the mother of 3 children and the grandmother to 2 grandchildren. She lives in a 2-story home with a basement. She cooks, cleans, and does the laundry, which is on the main floor. She also gardens and trims the bushes. Linda works part-time at Kohl's in the jewelry department, which includes ringing on the cash register, utilizing keys to open the cases of jewelry, and small tools to work on the jewelry, such as taking links out of watches, etc. She enjoys knitting, reading, and playing Scrabble in her spare time. Hi Linda, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
I'm good. So what we're going to be doing today is called the 9-hole peg test, and it's a test to look at your fine motor coordination. So I already have everything set up for you. What you're going to do is pick up the pegs one at a time using your right hand only and put them into the holes in any order until all the holes are filled. Then you're going to remove the pegs one at a time and return them to the container. You can stabilize the pegboard with your left hand. So first we're going to do a practice test. See how fast you can put all the pegs in and take them out again. Sound okay?
Yes.
Any questions?
No.
Okay. When you're ready, we'll start. Ready, set, go. You're welcome. I'm going to take them out. Good job. Felt okay? All right. So now we're going to do the actual test. The instructions are the same. Work as quickly as you can.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
Go. Faster. Take them out. Good job. 16 seconds. Just going to write it down. And you're right-handed, correct?
Correct.
Okay, now I'm just going to switch it around. And we're going to do the same thing with the left hand.
Okay.
Ready? Okay, go. Good job, 19 seconds. Here is an image of Linda's score sheet. Okay, so now I'm going to look, we have some normative data, so I can tell you, how you compare to other people in your age range.
Okay.
So let me look at the chart. So for people between 61 and 65, I just want to make sure I'm looking at the right, that's the males. Okay, we'll look at female. Between 61 and 65, for the right hand, the average is 18.99. So yours was actually better. You did 16.86. And for the left, it's 20.33. And yours was 19.89. So you had good scores. Here is an image of the normative data that is used to compare to your client's results. But what we can do for your therapy, this is just an initial number to give us some data. And as you progress with your therapy, then hopefully those numbers will get even better as we work on your fine motor coordination.
Okay.
Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
As stated, although Linda's scores were above the norm for her age range, the occupational therapist can still utilize this data to show progress over time. It is important to keep open communication with your client so that if he or she begins to have difficulty completing important daily tasks, you are made aware. If Linda's scores begin to decrease, then the occupational therapist should assess why that is occurring. Some common diagnoses that would greatly benefit from this assessment are stroke, Parkinson's, and multiple sclerosis.